Hello folks, today we are in a strange place for late November. One would think that I'm crazy for visiting the beach when it's pretty cold. But the Coverage Project does things differently. Normally, in the town of Highlands, New Jersey, during the summer it's so crowded with tourists. But right now, at this time of year, we don't really have to worry about tourists. Believe me, that is a great thing when you find yourself to be the only tourist in a tourist town. But Highlands, New Jersey is way more than just a coastal beach town. Aside from the beaches and such, the landscape of Highlands, New Jersey is one of the few places on the coast of New Jersey where you can really see mountains and hills. Aside from being just a coastal beach town, there is so much history associated with this place. Even the famed captain, Henry Hudson, when he and his crew washed up on the shore here, he called it such a pleasant sight. You know, I'm paraphrasing, but even he thought it was such a marvelous sight to behold, this place. So follow me on our adventure through Highlands, New Jersey. Even the little seagulls, they love this place. As you can see, they're standing on their little perches. What I'm assuming used to be other parts of this dock. Of course, it's clear to see all of these docks where boats in the summertime might just take a trip through whatever body of water this is. There's clearly such a big maritime culture here on the coast of New Jersey, with all the docks and marinas we're about to see. Let's check those out. I also just need to get off this dock. One wrong step and I could fall into this place. So here we are at the marina. Many, many boats to be seen all around me. I can only assume in the summer that places like these are just packed with all these people ready to take their nice boats out into the sea, either to fish or just have a good time. That's what it's all about here. Is that a yacht behind us? I have no knowledge about boats, so I'll call that a yacht. Oh, I can relate to that. It wouldn't be a marina without a workshop to work on the boats. Let's say you're a reckless boat driver and you crash your boat into a dock or something, or even worse. Well, these guys behind us, they know how to fix your boat. You know, it's always a fun time when you're walking along these docks. It feels like solid ground below you, but it's slowly moving up and down. It's almost like you're riding on something as you're walking, like a fun amusement park ride. One could only imagine how free and liberating life would be. Just riding out on the open seas. Really, the only thing you need to care about with these is that you don't capsize. What a life. Nothing but freedom. There is just something so peaceful about being right next to the coast. Let's see what else we can find here in Highlands. Even something like architecture can really tell you about the culture of this place. You see how this house is made right here? There are these pillars going up. And the first floor of the house, which is currently being constructed as we see, starts at, an elevated place. This might mean Highlands, New Jersey is very subject to flooding right next to the ocean, at least the coastal part, that is. And so when people are constructing houses, they have to avert any risk of houses being flooded, so they make the houses like this. At least in concept, it's an interesting design. Also, imagine having one's house right next to the water. As a result, I can only assume that many of these places are rented out during the summer. Back in 2012, the ravaged storm called Hurricane Sandy swept through this coastal area. And sadly, about 80% of all the buildings, all the homes, were either flooded, damaged, or just completely destroyed beyond repair. It's such a wonder this place recovered so quickly in a matter of 8 years. What kind of crazy person visits a beach when it's almost December? This guy does. Welcome to Sandy Hook National Recreation Area. Just so you know, personal use, no commercial use. Thank you, National Park Service. But yeah, what a beautiful sight. Apparently, this shoreline is so magnificent that the National Park Service designated this place as a recreation area. It's fully protected and you can't do much to destroy the nature, so that's a good thing. Upon the side of many beaches, you'll usually see just trash or whatever. But this beach is so clean. It's wonderful. And of course, what do we know about winds from our travels at beaches? It's pretty windy. Oh my goodness. This is so surreal. It looks like a desert up ahead. This is just incredible. It's so barren, unlike what you may see in the summertime when all the beachgoers are here. It's so vast, so empty. This is probably hands down the largest beach I've ever seen in my life. It's so empty, I could scream if I wanted to. If you are able to see the faint outline of buildings and giant structures behind me, well, that's because we are so close to the New York City area. That's right, Sandy Hook, New Jersey, right by Highlands, New Jersey, is just miles away from the New York City area. Yeah, here's a better picture. It looks just marvelous. And it stretches all the way into the distance. Well, I'd love to end this video off right here at this beautiful beach, but we have a bit more to discover. Like I said, Highlands, New Jersey is not just this flat landscape. There are some pretty cool heights and pretty cool views, of course. Once again, I'm going to emphasize it to those of you at the National Park Service. I am making no money off of this. This is not commercial. This is personal. By the massive looks of it, it's huge. And I'm sure that cargo ships were able to safely get to the New York harbor, thanks to the guiding light. Surely the elevation of this place, it had to contribute to its success here. We're so high up, and as you can see, that's the ocean. We're up here. Just a wild guess. It's called the Twin Lights because it has twin lights. One on the left, one on the right. Honestly, what a spectacular view all around. You know, as it gets colder, it's getting a little bit more difficult to do these vlogs or these adventures. One thing out of many I don't like about the approaching winter is that, well, there's shorter daylight hours. Right now, it's 4:15. And yet we're approaching a sunset here. It's kind of disappointing. Seems like there's not much more to do. Seems like we've done a lot. We've gone to the beach. We've seen the touristy beach spots and the marina. We've gone to the Highlands right here. There's this giant lighthouse right behind us. So it seems perhaps fitting to end our mighty day right in front of a mighty lighthouse. Well, standing in front of the Twin Lights Lighthouse Historic Site, more trials to come. I will see you all at the next location.